Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to New Jersey Satellite Studio, where we show you the flavor of life here in the District of New Jersey. Everyone, and welcome back to INCRadio New Jersey Satellite Studio, where we not only show you the flavor of life, but we also learn together when we talk about things that, it's just sometimes it just feels good to sit here and talk and listen and find out and have this time that we have together, even if you're on the replay. Now, during our broadcast throughout the year, at times you'll hear me, Leia, some of the others mention winter is coming. Now, winter can be cold and stark and bitter and windy, but it doesn't need to be all bad. Winter and other seasons can be times for sweet things, warm things, things that can stick to your ribs. And that's what we're going to be talking to you today about: seasonal winter desserts and sweets. So there's a lot of things that are going on, and if you know us, we like our food, we like our desserts and sweets all throughout the year. So it's not just in winter, but we do have some that we talk about. Right, Leia? What do we have? What do we have on deck, or what do we have on the menu for today?
Well, Jeff, I was going to say they don't really stick to your ribs like sweets. They stick to your gut, right? So a little lower. Definitely guilty of having way too much sweets, especially during the winter months. I feel like it's a hibernation season, right? So we hibernate with a lot of sweets, and not just candy, but I think some of these could actually be considered meals because of the caloric intakes. But like you said, it gives us a good feeling. There's nostalgia. And it's time together with friends. This is definitely desserts to share. So we actually have some photos. This is not, of course, everything that we eat during the winter. I think that would be. I know you're also a foodie like me, Jeff. You take pictures of all your food. These are just some of the things we were able to capture more recently. So once our tech is ready, if we want to start showing these photos, we can talk about it. And those in the live chat, share with us your thoughts and opinions. Okay, we're ready. Sorry, tech. Okay, that is a croissant donut, or as we call it, a cronut. So every month there's a flavor. I forget what the flavor of the month is. This is the one from last month. I know it's not officially winter yet, but there's always a ganache of something inside. And I probably should have taken a picture of the one that's inside, but it's definitely a delicacy. And we should really only have it once a month, and it's enough to share. It's like big. It is so rich, but it is so delicious. And it's only made by one place in New York City. So yeah, I tried
the original. Yeah,
the original. All right, let's see the next one. Oh, we have 15 of these photos. Okay, this is your standard chocolate layered cake, but this one comes from a patisserie. So it's a how do you translate that in English, Jeff?
Oh, patisserie. It's like a cafe. Yeah, a cafe, but it's not just coffee.
They specialize, I guess, in pastries is what I would say, French pastries. So this is the French style. So next photo. No, these are mine. Okay,
Nice.
this is a pandan tart.
Oh, that looks so good.
This is a pandan. I don't know how to describe pandan.
Pandan is a leaf, and it imparts this flavor. And when you put sugar with that flavor, it is just super delicious. Pandan is great combined with other things, and I'm hoping we also have buko pandan in here. If not, actually, I think buko pandan is more like a summer thing. But hey, come on, you got to enjoy it year round.
Have a sweet, grassy flavor with hints of vanilla, almond, rose, and coconut, according to the internet.
Yeah.
So that's what that was. All right. Next, that's a Filipino thing. Okay, this is a this is a tart topped with ube.
Ooh.
That's an ube cream with a raspberry. So these are mini. I like to eat my desserts in minis so I can have a lot
Yes.
of different
Yes.
flavors. And if you can see in the background, there's also a creme brulee. I don't know if we included that here. Let's see the next one. Is the next one the creme brulee? No, it's
Oh,
not. This is buko pandan ice cream.
yes.
And you can see the jelly in the glass. And it's topped with I forget what the topping is called, the garnish. It's that
Oh, is that the pinipig?
but it's
The
not
toasted
beneath
rice?
it's not but it's not beneath, right? Because
Oh,
it's like shaved, but it has that flavor, that toasty flavor. I don't know what that is. I probably should have paid closer attention. We're just too happy to eat it. I know this is what we eat for the winter time. Next photo. I think we're almost halfway through. Of course, you have to have the ube. If you have
of
the
course.
pandan, you have to have the ube ice cream. Yeah. And that is Philip in the background saying, you can have the ube and I'll have the pandan. That's him in the
Nice.
background. Yeah. So he doesn't, not everyone likes ube sometimes. And sometimes ube doesn't taste like ube.
Yes.
Sometimes it's just purple.
Yeah, sometimes it's like just they just melted a purple crayon in there, but I'll still happily take it.
Yes, yes. I'll take the essence of ube. It's very comforting. It makes me think of my family and my friends in the Philippines. So, and it's also fun. I don't know. Ube equals fun for me. All right,
Right?
next photo. Oh, these are Italian. These are Italian mini desserts. This is tartufo. And then also I think that's a mini when the whipped cream's in the middle. I forgot what it's called.
Oh, it's not a meringue, is it? Is it a
No,
meringue?
no, no. It's the cream puff. It's a mini cream puff.
Oh, okay,
There's an
cream puff.
Italian name for it, but I don't know what it is. Off the top of my head. So that's in a plastic because I took it away. That's a
Oh.
takeaway dessert that we had somewhere else. Okay, next photo. Okay,
Ooh.
this is very popular in the fall. This is a pecan pie, and we picked this photo to show the pecans on top.
Ooh, will the southern satellites go at war with us for saying pecan versus pecan?
Is it pecan?
I think it's
Is
pecan up north. It is now.
it? Is it pecan or I? No one's ever corrected me. Pecan or pecan?
Hmm. I
Okay,
think I think that is a northern thing that we call it pecan, but yeah.
yeah.
Actually, yeah, for our viewers and listeners from the southern part of the country, let us know.
Maricel's in the
Yeah.
live chat. Maricel, do you say pecan or pecan? Yeah, I don't know. Everyone weigh in. I don't know what the now I feel self-conscious. All right, next photo. Okay, this is a pumpkin tart
Ooh.
because I love pumpkin. Pumpkin is always in season in the fall here in our region, and I love pumpkin desserts, not pumpkin spice latte. I don't like pumpkin drinks. I only like pumpkin desserts. So this one is easy. It's like a pumpkin custard, more like, you know.
Hmm.
So you get more of the filling and less of the crust.
And here is also the other possibly controversial thing too about pumpkin and pumpkin spice at this time. Like for me, if there's no actual pumpkin in it, it kind of annoys me. Like if you call it
You
pumpkin
can't
spice, I'm like, yo, where's the pumpkin at?
you can't call it pumpkin spice and there's no pumpkin. It has to be at least like 1%, right?
Right?
Yeah,
And you
I agree
know,
with you.
yeah, and you
When
know when it's in there, and I really like it when it's in there. Like I actually like the taste of pumpkin squash, acorn squash, like
Ooh,
yeah, butternut.
but I wouldn't eat squash in a drink, Jeff. I've never had a squash in a drink. Okay, next we'll talk about that again.
Yeah.
We have more desserts. Okay, Jeff, what is this?
All right, we are going to some of the photos provided to us by Sister Nian Cortesano. Shout out Sister Nian. These are crinkles, and I'm not sure if these are ube crinkles or chocolate crinkles, but these are crinkles. So if you had those cookies, crinkles means that they have that sugar on top, but then when it gets baked, they have that um, crackling texture, and they are so
Are
good.
they is it soft in the middle though when you get to the middle?
It should be, because if you have, so I've had crinkles that were crunchy, and not soft in the middle, and they're okay. They're
You look
still good, but
disappointed. And how
right?
big is it? Is a crinkle supposed to be as big as your fist?
It depends. I've had some mini crinkles too, and also shout out to my cousin-in-law Angie Gibbs over in Las Vegas. She makes these also, and like I know there's a lot of people that make it, but yeah, crinkles are, and yeah, they should be, at least for me, chewy in the middle. And if you can have them chewy in the middle and crunchy on the outside, that is the best.
Okay, and well, what's your favorite flavor of crinkle?
Oh, it's so hard
I
because I've
love
had
chocolate.
ube.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say I love the chocolate. Chocolate's always my go-to because I think it's hard to mess up chocolate crinkles.
yeah,
So
yeah,
even the most novice of bakers can make a decent chocolate crinkle.
yeah. Oh, and getting back to one of the pictures that we were taking, Maricel got back to us and she said, with regards to pecan or pecan, whatever, however you pronounce it, she'll eat it. And if she'll eat it, that means it's healthy.
I don't know if that counts as the keto diet that she does, but Raymond also in the live chat is down for okay. Good to know. So if I bring a pecan pie, it'll definitely be gobbled up. All right, I think we have a few more photos left. What is this? I couldn't figure this out, Jeff.
Oh, now this one's the one of the ones that I had. There is a diner nearby that makes a cannoli French toast,
Okay,
chocolate cannoli French toast.
okay. So the cannoli's on top.
Mm-hmm.
That's the crusty looking thing
Mm-hmm.
that has the white stuff coming out, and then the French. That's a lot of French toast. How many pieces is that? Three pieces?
That were three thick pieces of French toast that I believe were made with Texas toast, and in between each layer is cannoli cream, or as we say it here in New Jersey, ganool.
Never. I have never said that word. I don't even know how to pronounce that.
It's a ganool. You have to have the ganool here in New Jersey.
Oh, okay. I don't. I think people from other parts of the world are going to be very confused about what just happened. So
Especially
that's
the
more.
Italians.
Well, even Italians argue amongst themselves what is the correct pronunciation for a cannoli,
Yeah.
and also the hand gesture. So okay, I think we have maybe one or two more left. Do we have any more photos left? All right, what's
Oh,
this?
all right. These are egg tarts made by, once again, Sister Nian. Shout out Sister Nian. And actually, okay, as much as we love Sister Nian, there is one of my favorite places to get these because these are very similar, if not the same, as the Portuguese egg tarts that we can get by Elizabeth.
Oh, yes, that
Yeah.
bakery, the bakery that has no parking around it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one. But I also have a favorite spot in Jersey City that is run and owned by Filipinos on Kennedy Boulevard. So if you know that place, they're a little pricier now, but they always for Filipinos, I think they like more of the heavier sweet egg, the egg, and then for the Portuguese, it's a little lighter with
Hmm.
flakier crust. Is that right? Okay.
Yep.
How many? Do we have any more photos?
Oh, I think
I'm getting
we
hungry.
should.
Is that it?
Yeah. I'm totally hungry.
Is this your photo? This is one of yours?
This is also back to Sister Nian. This is an Oreo cheesecake that she made herself.
Oh, I
So
don't know about
yeah.
Oreo and cheesecake, Jeff. I'm out on this one. I have to.
Ah.
I have
Okay,
to
more for
try
me.
it. All right. Do we have any more photos
I
after
think
the
we should have
Oreo?
one more. Yeah.
I think there are 15. Let's see if we have any more. If we don't, then we don't. Oh, are these chocolate crinkles? Or are
These
these
are chocolate cupcakes. All right.
more
I think what would make it a crinkle is if you had the sugar on top. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, frosted or not frosted? What's your preference?
Oh, good question. Actually, I'll get you on this one. It's not frosted because I'm getting older and we're trying not to get diabetes. But toasted. Toasted.
Toasted.
Yeah. Or actually, no. That's more for a muffin. Sorry. Cupcakes and muffins. Yeah, they're cousins. Muffins. Once I discovered a toasted muffin, it was never the same. Like, okay, it's gotta
Okay,
be
for
toasted.
muffins, do you cut it in half and then toast it, or do you put it in there whole?
I cut it into quarters to maximize the surface area that gets toasted.
And then you put butter?
Yep.
So what is your favorite muffin?
Oh, what isn't? Actually, shout out to Goya Gary Alfonso, who I think is just getting out of worship service right now. He discovered, and I didn't even know, but there is a place where near my parents' house that has amazing chocolate cheesecake muffins and also red velvet cheesecake muffins, and they are amazing. So good.
There was a fad a few years ago about the red velvet with cheesecake frosting, and I might have had too much. It's like, okay, like
Yeah.
that part of my life is over. Take that in in small amounts. All right, so we do have some questions. I think we only have like a minute to talk about other things. Okay, live chat. Please tell us what desserts do you like that we did not show on today's show that you would recommend for someone to try? So, live chat, that's your assignment. I know you're hashtagging away. All right, Jeff. So, what desserts do you not like during the winter? Let's talk about what we don't like. That's popular now.
Yeah. Okay. So we talked about the good ones. Of course, we have to address some of the iconic ones at this time of year. And Team Live Chat, let us know because Leia was talking about it. I was talking about it. We don't like it. I don't know why people do it. Fruitcake. I don't know anyone that likes fruitcake. Leia, what are your comments on that?
Okay, growing up, this is something that was given out to employees, like very popular years ago when I was growing up, and we had to eat it at home because it was the food that my parents brought home from work. And I do not enjoy that many raisins. I love a raisin bagel. I might want to eat some raisins during certain parts of the year, but it's like different colored raisins, and it's like not even just small raisins, it's like dates and prunes and not enough cake. And then for some reason it's always hard, like I couldn't decide
Yeah.
if it was like a marzipan type, like is it supposed to be squishy or is it supposed to be dry? Am I supposed to have a beverage with a fruit cake? I mean, does anyone
I
eat
don't even know if it's edible sometimes. I'm like, oh, you gave us fruitcake. Like,
right?
am I supposed to build a house with this? Like, it's a
It
brick,
it is very hard. It is very hard and it's very big. I mean, it's pretty to look at, but once you actually start slicing it or like piecing it off, it's like, how do I eat this?
right?
And maybe we're doing it wrong, Jeff. So if anyone in live chat knows how to eat a fruit, and maybe we're supposed to warm it up. Is it one of those things that you're supposed to put in the oven or like in the microwave and then toast it maybe, and then it comes out and it's good? I don't know. I've never been able to have more than a bite. And then it's like, oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Similar with the cake, you can take the whole thing home if you want.
Yeah. Right. It's like, yeah.
Mm, I'll pass. Yeah, I'll pass on that. So, okay, Karen, I just saw this in the live chat. I agree, it has all the wrong fruits. Yeah, I don't understand it. Actually, Abe Evangelista says fruitcake is okay. Like, yeah, I
Oh.
don't know. Okay, Abe, you're one in a million because
Okay, Abe. Guess what we're. Guess what's. All of
for
the
your
fruitcakes that
birthday.
are coming to us are going to you.
All right, and before we get too far away, we have Raymond in the live chat recommending bananas. Have you had this?
Ooh.
They specialize in making the best banana pudding, on par with Magnolia Bakery, which is very
Ooh.
popular in New York City.
Those are
Magnolia,
fighting words.
Magnolia Bakery uses like a lot of like vanilla. It's very sweet, but it's not too sweet that you feel like a cavity going on. But bananas is a little creamier, and it's made by Filipinos, so it has that Filipino style of
Oh.
banana pudding, and they make different flavors too. I've tried them at the Smorgasburg
Ooh.
out in Brooklyn and also in Jersey City when it's in season. So yeah, definitely fun. They're actually on West Side somewhere not near the Filipino area, so it's a little harder to get to. But if we get some, Jeff, especially since it's your birthday, maybe we'll pick some up for you.
Sure.
All right. So, okay, we're at 11:18. One more question. Which question do you want to answer? You want to
Okay,
answer
so
setting? Go ahead. You
I
pick.
think we can go quickly through a couple in terms of like the setting to have these desserts because it is winter and when the snow comes down, it is nice to enjoy it in front of a fire or as you know we talked about in pre-prod, like by a skating rink. You know, like just it's winter time. You know, there are two kinds of people in the winter: those that like hibernate, stay away from it, trying to block yourself off, and those that embrace the winter, like, hey, it's that time of year, you can't experience it and you can't experience it in other parts of the country. So, any other comments on that one, Leah?
Yeah, I want to say waterfront views, if you can get it, amazing. Okay, if it's windy outside, don't go outside. You're going to get sick. But these places usually have giant windows, like these dessert places or cafes have giant windows where you can sit. You might be sitting a little close to the person next to you because it's a small space. But definitely a way to enjoy your favorite seasonal treat, especially when you're with friends. I mean, we didn't even mention like ginataan bilo-bilo, all the
Mhm.
Asian desserts that have, um, yeah, just all the flavorings. I can sit at an Asian dessert place for hours, which is not good for you because you shouldn't be consuming that much sugar in one sitting, along with usually a sugary beverage. Which is my next question: is should you pair your favorite dessert with a beverage? What do you suggest, Jeff? What's your take on this?
And yeah, we talked about, and I was going to say, like, let's not ask it because, there tends not to be, at least in my opinion, pairing. But there is another drink at this time of year which is good and also might be healthy. It's referred to as the Cold Buster, which is a honey lemon citrus mint tea. So if you can get that. And one thing I noticed in the chat, and this is also why I actually agreed to re-include this question, is like what Abe said. You have these desserts with a nice hot cup of coffee.
Ooh, coffee. What about tea? I was going to say, and then we're going to go back to our conversation from last week. What about matcha?
Yeah.
Which is just green tea. Coffee definitely is a great pairing, but I would suggest trying it with a tea, especially if you go to an Asian dessert place. They usually have
Mhm.
a few different kinds of the real tea,
Yeah.
not the tea syrup. We're talking about like in a teapot,
Hmm.
or even I will even take a bag, even if it's not fresh leaves. I'll even take a tea bag to try to pair it, because tea has antioxidants in it. It will help you digest. It will also help you break down the sugar faster. So it's kind of like a cheat if you're concerned about high sugar, diabetes, etc. So it'll help you lower your blood sugar, especially the green tea. Again, please consult your doctor. We're not physicians. We're medical experts. These are just tips that we've learned from our own lives and other people who care about us that keep telling us these things. All right. One last question before we
Yep.
move on to our next segment. How does having your favorite sweet treat make you feel? Well,
And this is also super important because, as you mentioned, there's the ginatan, bilo bilo, and some of the other desserts, and it's important because it reminds you, you get the happy hormones like we were talking about earlier, but then there's also the ingredient which is nostalgia. Like when I have ginatan, I think of my mom. When she would make it, and then even before she'd be making it, like she'd be making the balls by hand and then putting them in, and it's just one of the great things about food is it just brings you back to memories. It reminds you of times, places, people. So yeah, shout out to my mom. She's in the live chat. Say hi to my mom.
yeah, shout out to your mom for making those balls, because I make those with my sister and they take a long time. And your hands are kind of gross afterwards. So, but I love making a big pot of ginataan bilo bilo for a family. Although, again, there's so many sweet things in it. It does, it does remind me of family, and it really does feel like a big pot of love, because
Yep.
it takes a while to cook. So those homemade desserts, I feel like are over every other dessert that you can have, because it's made with love. It's someone cared enough to share whatever they made with you, and hopefully it's a crinkle that's soft in the middle for you, Jeff.
Yep.
But even if it's not, you'll still eat it, right?
Oh, I'll still eat it. Girl, you ain't ask my wife. You ain't letting the cookie get past me. Like.
All right, we're gonna move on to our next segment, which is our shout out segment. Let's see that bumper.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy birthday! Congratulations!
Congrats.
I have to shout out.
Mom, dad, best friend.
All right, Jeff. Since you are the person with the birthday on today's show, we're gonna start off with you. What
All
are your
right.
shout outs?
I got a lot of birthday fam out there, so hold on to your seats. Okay. Of course, we got to greet Karen Jackson from our crew, and she would have been on, but unfortunately, she's under the weather. So happy belated birthday, Sister Karen, and hope you feel better. Okay. Happy birthday also to Merry Christmas from Bergen Zone. That was earlier this week. Happy birthday to Georgia Green, Ricky Grzone from New York, Dennis Polintan from New York, Abe Romero from elsewhere in INC Radio Land. Happy birthday also to Diane Palad. And also greet her in the live chat, Abigail Villari. Happy birthday.
Oh, nice. Happy birthday to you, Jeff. First of all, belated happy birthday to Sister Karen, Mama Kay, and to my very own sister, Lara Fajardo, who celebrated her birthday earlier this week. So I'm trying to catch a few of the live chat comments here, Jeff. Feel free if you spot any. So Raymond really, I guess, recommends empanadas. If you like empanadas, try the guava empanada. Not just savory, but sweet. I think there's a lot of Dominican restaurants here in Elizabeth that have that as an offering for dessert.
And if you can get it, the guava with cheese, so good.
Okay,
So
and just a side note, I can't find the comment. Maricel said coffee without sugar. Counteract the sweetness. You don't need more sweet in your coffee. All right, live chat. I'm sorry, we have to move on to our next segment. We took too long talking about food. All right, our next segment, our hashtag winners. Let's see that bumper.
Now announcing our hashtag winners.
All right, honorable mention, Jeff. Your local congregation, Bergen, B-R-G-E-N, Bergen. All right.
we're on the board, finally.
Since 2023. I'm just kidding. I don't remember what the last time was. All right, third place, Bayonne. Second place, Philadelphia. Go Philadelphia. And of course, unshakable, number one, Aston. Although I don't see them on today. Are they here? Yeah, let's see. All right, our next segment is upcoming activities.
All right, let's get that bumper. Kuya Tech.
Activity updates.
I love it. Thanks, Ellis. We love you, buddy. Okay, and we are keeping it simple because this weekend we have the Kadiwa and Binhi meetings by local congregation. Now, it might just be Kadiwa because this is the weekend for Kadiwa, which means that if you are above the age of 18 and single and baptized, it is time for your meeting, and we hopefully you have one that you can enjoy. And it may be combined with Binhi, so check your local congregation. And as usual, please check your local congregation for details on local events and the daily Bible study schedule. And now we have one of your favorites, CFO in action.
CFO in action.
The District of New Jersey of the Church of Christ recently conducted a youth summit for the young brethren in the church as well as adult members. The summit was a resounding success, offering brethren valuable insights and guidance on navigating the complex world of internet and social media usage. The summit recognized the importance of empowering youth with the knowledge and skills necessary to make informed decisions about their online activities. One of the key takeaways from the summit was the need for young people to be discerning consumers of online content. With the proliferation of social media influencers, it can be challenging to distinguish between authentic and sponsored content. The summit's speakers emphasized the importance of critically evaluating the information presented online and being mindful of the potential biases and motivations behind the content. In addition to exploring the practical aspects of internet and social media usage, the summit also delved into the spiritual dimensions of online engagement. Through teachings rooted in Scripture, attendees were encouraged to reflect on the kind of Christians they should strive to be in their daily lives and digital interactions. This holistic approach aimed to inspire young people to be mindful of their online presence and to use their digital platforms in a way that honors their values and faith. By exploring the intersection of faith and technology, the summit provided a unique and thought-provoking experience for attendees. As young people continue to navigate the complexities of the digital age, Events like this summit offer valuable guidance and support, empowering them to make a positive impact in the world. Led by District Minister Brother Alex M. Reyes, the Brethren in the District of New Jersey continue to be united and active in participating with all activities approved by the church administration. And this was our CFO in action the last week. From the District of New Jersey, this is Sister Marisol Dagotot. More on CFO in action next week. See ya!
Thank you for that, Sister Marisol. And to all the INCRadio who attended this summit, I feel like I need to watch that video as well, Jeff,
Yep, me too.
to learn a little more about how to connect myself on the internet, how to figure out, what to pay attention to and what to ignore. But that is it for today's show. We are out of time. I'd love to keep talking about food, but we got to go. But we want to thank everyone who tuned in. Thank you, Team Live Chat, for your suggestions and your comments. We'd like to thank our church administration for their continued support to our programming. Like INCRadio allows us to stay connected and also learn together. We especially thank our beloved executive minister, Brother Eduardo Manalo, and our subsidy president and CFO coordinator, Brother Angelo Manalo. We also want to thank our INCRadio station manager, Brother Wally Tarai.
Before we say goodbye, we again thank all our viewers for taking the time to watch the show and share your tips and experiences on the best desserts during the winter. And winter is coming, but we can make it great. So see you on the next episode of INCRadio New Jersey Satellite Studio.
Take care, everyone. Happy eating. And happy birthday, Jeff.
Yay, thank you.
This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.